Good morning, students. So now we are with the logarithmic differentiation. We have completed algebraic trigonometric. Now we are with the logarithmic. So after logarithmic, I will start with the exponential differentiation. And when it comes to trigonometric and logarithmic, this is not for business mathematics. So for business mathematics students, you don't need to go with logarithmic, trigonometric, even exponential. Just you have to do the question only based on algebraic. Okay. So now let's go with logarithmic differentiation. What's here in case of logarithmic differentiation? Differentiation of log to the base e of x is equivalent to 1 by x. Means only if the base of the log is e, which is an exponential e, then only the differentiation will become 1 by x. Other than e, other than any constant value, if it is log to the base 10 or 2, any other constant value, even log to the base a of x, the answer will not be 1 by x. Only if the base of the log is e, then only differentiation log x becomes 1 by x. So let's go with this question. See, differentiate with respect to x, y is equal to log of 10x. So sometimes the base won't be there. When the base is not written, you need to understand the base of this log is nothing but it is e. Or other way around is, sometimes they tend to write ln of 10x. This also means same thing. ln of 10x is same as log to the base e of 10x. ln means having the base of the log. That means base of the log is nothing but it is e. You must have learned in class 11. Okay, there is a logarithmic chapter. So how to go about this one? Now the logic remains same. I will try to find out how many functions are there. In this case, we have two functions. One is a log function and the other one is 10x. So when you go with the log, assume this one as x. Now this becomes log x. Logic is same that what we have used till now. So when you differentiate, we have dy by dx is equivalent to. So in when I check your homework, I have seen many of you not writing y. And many of not putting implies and not writing equal to. And even you are writing implies somewhere here, it doesn't make sense. Who is here? No one is here. Okay? When you write implies, make sure this implies is straight to the divider, as well as this equal to also should be straight to the divider. Presentation counts. Okay? So now log x. What's the differentiation of log x? It is 1 by x. In place of x we have 1 by 10x. Now differentiate 10x, we have nothing but it is sig square x. But this is not the final answer. We know what's the reciprocal of 1 by 10? What's the reciprocal of 1 by 10? Reciprocal of 1 by 10 is cot x, isn't it? So 1 by 10x is nothing but it is cot x times sig square x. That is again equivalent to, what is cot? Cot is nothing but, I hope you remember the identity, cos x divided by sin x. What's the reciprocal of sig x? Reciprocal of sig x is 1 by cos, isn't it? So sig square x means 1 by cos square x. This cos and one of the cos will get cancelled. We have 1 divided by sin x times cos x. Is that okay? So now 1 divided by sin x cos x. Now what I can do here is, I will multiply here by 2 as well as divide here by 2. The function is still same, isn't it? Multiply here by 2, divide here by 2. So what is 2 sin x cos x? What is 2 sin x cos x? Is sin 2x. I don't have time to write there, okay? No, sorry, please remember we have here 2. Okay? 2 sin x cos x identity for 2 sin x cos x. Please refer that identity. It is nothing but sin 2x. By this time, you should be thorough with the identities. If you are having problem with identities, trigonometry, definitely you will face problem under logarithmic exponential. It will go on. Keep on piling up, okay? Then 2 times, what's the reciprocal of 1 by sine? Reciprocal of 1 by sine is cosec. So 1 by sine 2x is cosec 2x. That's it for question number 1. Okay? So now this question, y is equal to log of sig x plus 10x. As usual, assume this whole thing as a x. So definitely this becomes log x. What's the differentiation of log x? 1 by x. Means that implies dy by dx is equal to differentiation of log x is 1 by x. But in place of x we have sig x plus 10x. Okay? Put a bracket. Oh, no need to put bracket. No one is multiplying. Yeah? Then Differentiate inside now. What's the differentiation of sec x? We have sec x tan x plus what's the differentiation of tan x? Sec square x. Differentiation of tan x is sec square x. Which second equivalent? From here you take common outside, that is sec x, take common outside. So where I take sec x common outside, out of 2 I have taken 1 outside, so this becomes sec x plus tan x whole divided by sec x plus tan x. So definitely these two will get cancelled. Final answer is nothing but sec x. So this question, y is equal to log of root of 1 minus sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. So you have the option, either you differentiate directly, okay, log of, then it gets complicated. Or other way around is, you change this root to half and apply the logarithm law. Or other method is, you use the identities, then you differentiate later. So here, since we are dealing with the logarithmic, let me go with applying logarithmic law, okay? How to go about this one? Log of, change this root to the exponential form. We have 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x raised to half. So when you deal with the calculus, you should know all the methods, whether it's a rationalization, whether you differentiate directly, whether you are trying to use the identities, whether you are trying to differentiate implicitly by taking log on both sides, or whether you apply the logarithm law. You should be thorough with all the methods. Then only later you will know which method is the most easiest one. The method, which one is the easiest one. Okay? So now, see this. This is in the form of log m raised to power n. So as per the logarithm law, we have log m raised to power n is nothing but n log of m. This n will come in front. In place of n we have 1 by 2. Bring in front we have 1 by 2 log of 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Again, if you see, this is in the form of log m by n. I am trying to apply here logarithm law. This is in the form of log m by n. So, as per the logarithm law, log m by n is nothing but log m minus log n. I hope you know this law, which you have learned in class 11. So, keeping this, remember, for this half, you put one bracket, apply logarithm law, this becomes log m minus log n. I need more space. Log m minus log n. Log of 1 plus cos x. Close this bracket for this half. This is nothing but 1. Now let's differentiate. That implies dy by dx is equal to, keeping this half outside. Now, when you go log, as in this one is x, logic is same. Difference of log x is 1 by x. In place of x we have 1 minus cos x. Then you have to differentiate inside. Differentiation 1 is constant 0. Then what's the difference of cos x? Negative sin x. That negative and this negative become positive sin x. Have you got it? Minus, similar this side. Differentiation of log x is 1 by 1 plus cos x. Differentiation 1 is a constant 0. What's the difference of cos x? It is negative sin x. That negative and this negative becomes positive x. That's not cos x. So here, what we can see here is sin x is common. You take it outside. Now, take sin x common outside. That's better. Take always common outside first. We have sin x divided by 2. So when I take sin x common outside, we have now 1 divided by 1 minus cos x. Then plus 1 divided by 1 plus cos x. That's it. So now we have next step. Sin x divided by 2. Please do LCM. Multiply this side. 1 plus cos x plus multiply that side. 1 minus cos x divided by, this is in the form of a minus b, a plus b. What's a minus b, a plus b? Times a minus b times a plus b is a square minus b square, which is 1 minus cos square x. By this time you should be thorough. Then plus cos x minus cos x will get cancelled, which is equivalent to sin x divided by 2 times, we have here 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by, what's 1 minus cos square x? You know that one? Doubling the formula 1 minus cos square x, we have here it is sin square x identity. One of the sign it will get cancelled. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So now we are left with final 1 divided by sin x. What's the rest figure? 1 by sin cosec. This is the final answer. Okay? So now let's go with the Roman number 4. Y is equal to log x whole square. So let's try to find out how many functions are there. So what do you think? How many functions we have here? How many functions? Try to use that logic. How many functions you can see here? See, we have 1, which is the outermost, then 2, then 3, and then finally log x. 4. We have total 4 functions. So which means if you have 4 functions, you differentiate 4 times. Therefore, that implies dy by dx is equal to, the logics, yeah, logic remains same. When you go for number 1, assume this second, third, fourth as a x. This whole thing you need to assume this one as a x. This becomes x square. What's the differentiation x square? 2x, isn't it? 2 times, write this one down, 2 times log x. This is bracket. Now we are done with power. Let's go with the second one. When you got second one, assume this one as a x, third and fourth as a x. This becomes log x, which is 1 divided by, what's the difference in log x? 1 by x. That means 1 by, this whole thing is x. We have log x. This is done. Now when you go with third function, assume this fourth function as a x. Logic is very simple here. Assume this fourth function as a, when you go for number 1, assume 2, 3, 4 as a x. When you go number 2, assume 3 and 4 as a x. When you go for number 3, assume fourth function as a x. So now log x is nothing but it is 1 divided by, in place of x what we have? Log x. This log also is done. Finally, what's a log x? 1 divided by x. That's it. So any cancellation? Can you see any cancellation? Can you cancel this log x and this log x? Can we? Can you cancel this log x and this log x? No, you cannot cancel. This log is under, which is already controlled by another log. Again, it is controlled by another log. It is same like logic which we have used under trigonometry. You cannot cancel that way, okay? So, final answer we can write here it is 2 log x divided by x log x log x. Okay? That's it. No cancellation. We cannot cancel this one. We cannot cancel this. Nothing else. This is the final answer. Okay? Now, this Roman number 5. Y is equal to log of x plus 1 by x. If you think of solving this directly, then it's really gets complicated. Whenever you see a log function, always try to think how, try to use the logarithm law. But here in this case, I cannot use logarithm law directly here. What I can do here is try to develop these skills, okay? So we have log of, please do LCM, we have here x squared plus 1 divided by x. Now if you see this is in the form of log m by n. Now we can apply the logarithm law. So if you have, okay, if this is in the form of m by n, what's a log m by n? Log m by n is nothing but log m minus log m. Which means, let's apply logarithm law before differentiating. We have log m minus log n. That's it. This is nothing but y. Okay? Now differentiate. That implies dy by dx is equivalent. So when you write, make sure this equal to is straight. Okay? Oh yeah. Differentiate this one. 1 divided by x squared plus 1. Again differentiate inside which is 2x. Isn't it? Then minus, what's the difference in log x? 1 by x. Well, I said, please do LCM. X times 2x becomes 2x square. Do this LCM upon with negative. This becomes negative x square minus 1 divided by x times x square plus 1. Okay. So let's subtract. 2x square minus x square is x square minus 1 divided by x times x square plus 1. Any cancellation? Try to give the most simplified form of answer. This is a square minus b square, here x plus 1, x 1, you can't do anything. So this will be the final answer. Okay. So next I will go Roman number 6.